Apps list are fairly common on the internet, and while most of them have the same apps over and over again, there are some hidden gems out there that remain undiscovered, simply because they are not PR friendly enough or not just lucky enough. Hi there, this is Mrinal from TechVisor and welcome to another episode of Little Known Gems. So here are some of the Android applications that are best in their own kind, yet not many people know about it. Like always, all the download link will be in the description of this video, so be sure to check that out. And with that being said, let's get started. Most of us have multiple connections on our Android smartphone, like from mobile data or Wi-Fi, but at a given time, we only use one internet connection, right? Imagine how cool it would be if you can combine all the connection in one huge pipe. You not only get faster download but also reliability. And that's where Speedify comes in. Speedify is created by the developer of Connectify. I'm sure most of the Windows guy remember his name. Anyways, what this application does is, it uses the Android VPN connection to create a load balancer. So imagine if you're getting 15 Mbps on your Wi-Fi and 5 Mbps on your mobile data, it is going to pick up the best connection suited for you and give you a speed boost on top of that. Overall making your connection greater than the maximum of single connection, that is more than 10 Mbps. And it also offers seamless failover. So if you're watching Netflix and your Wi-Fi connection goes down, Speedify will automatically pick up the alternate internet connection in the background. But as good as it sounds, Speedify is not free though and costs $8 per month active subscription. But the good news is it is available for all platforms including Windows, Mac and your Android smartphone. Yes, it's not just the Android app but the entire platform app. And of course they also offer 7-day free trial so that you can go and check it out yourself. Yes, it has a subscription model, but for someone who needs to combine two internet sources, this is the only app available in the market. Like I said, Wi-Fi hotspot convert your Android smartphone into a Wi-Fi repeater. Meaning in normal connection, you can only create a hotspot from mobile data and not from your Wi-Fi. But with Wi-Fi hotspot, you can create a hotspot from the same Wi-Fi network you are connected to. Just like a Wi-Fi repeater, and both devices will be able to use the internet at the same time. So say if you ever visit an hotel or an airport where they only give you internet access in one device, then using this method, you can turn your Android smartphone into a Wi-Fi repeater and then get access to all your devices at once. The speed is pretty fast and you don't have to rely on mobile data as well. The app is free, but the setup is a bit of a process though. So if you want to try it out, I will leave the link in the description of this video. Recently, two major investors in Apple wrote an open letter to the company, asking them to develop tools to combat smartphone addiction in the youth. Smartphone is the most addictive thing in the 21st century. It's hard to resist the impulse to check your phone notification. I'm sure most of you can agree to that. While there are countless apps that try to fix your smartphone addiction, Forest is the only one that worked out for me. The app itself is pretty simple. Once you start the application, you see a small plant, which you need to nurture. And to do that, you cannot use your phone for 30 minutes. Over that 30 minutes, a little tree will grow and it will stay healthy and thriving as long as you don't use your phone. However, as soon as you close this application to check your email or notification, the tree will die. The idea is to keep the phone open and work on your computer or whatever non-phone activity you are trying to do. The more is your work, more trees you are going to grow. Each will represent a 30 minutes of focus, kind of like improved version of Pomodoro timer. And it does work. When you see a picture of plant dying, well, you are not going to repeat it the next time. And by the end of the day, you are going to have the forest full of productivity. Now, I'm not much of a picture guy, but for most of you who take a lot of pictures in public places, you might have seen either an ugly wire coming in your frame or just a kid making funny gestures in the picture, or let's just say random people passing by. Well, guess what? With the app Retouch, you can remove any background object easily. The app is pretty simple. You take a picture from your phone, and if that picture has some object that you don't want it to be in, then simply choose the part that you want to remove with the eraser tool. Yes, it is that simple, and to be honest, it almost feels like a black magic. But under the hood, this application uses the combination of good algorithm combined with the clone tool that you see in the Photoshop app. Needless to say, it's a paid app. Yes, there are copycats like Touch Retouch, but rest assured, none of them come close to the original one. Haven is the app from the NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't need any introduction. So what it does is, it turns your old smartphone into a security camera. The idea here is to keep your smartphone in some secret place while the application is running in the background. And then Haven will use various sensors on your smartphone such as camera, microphone and the accelerometer to detect motion, sound, light changes and anything else that it can pick up in the physical world. Although it sounds all good on paper, but does it really work? And well, to some extent, yes it does, but the result that you're getting is not what I call a professional quality. The app was released just a month ago and is recently out of beta, so here are the samples that we recorded and you can figure it out yourself. Well, this is all for now. Let me know which app you are going to try in the comment section below. And like always, if you find this video helpful, then give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I will see you in the next one, and like always, thank you for watching.